Assalamualaikum and very good evening to Madam Juliana and my fellow friends. Today I would like to present my assignment 1. My article is about design pattern in software development. For the introduction, in software development, no matter where we work, what we are building or what language we are programming in, change is the one true constant that will be with us always. A design pattern is a general reusable solution to a commonly occurring problem in software design. A design pattern is not a finished design that can be transformed directly into code. So I have 4 topics. The first one will be the observer pattern. The second one will be a decorator pattern. The third one will be the factory method pattern. And lastly will be the abstract factory pattern. So observer pattern. The observer pattern define one to too many dependency between objects so that when one object change state, all of its dependent are notified and update automatically. So for example, we have 2 objects over here. We assume this one is the weather, change the weather one. Okay. The concept is like this: push vs pull. So this one is the observable and this one is the observer. So whenever the data update over here, like the weather update over here, right, this observer he will always ask what is the current data or what he want to know, right? So he will keep pulling out all the information so that it will update for all the observer over here, right? Because it's one too many, right? Oh, over here. So what's the observable will do? Observable, we will send out the data to them every single time. Whenever the data have updated, it will straight send to them. Okay, this is the example that I give. Okay, now I would like to continue the second topic. That will be decorator pattern. The decorator pattern attach addition responsibility to an object dynamically. The decorator provide a flexible alternative to subclasses for extending the functionality. Decorator have the same supertype as the objective they decorate. Okay, so for the example I will give, for example, this is the object, right? This is the object over here, the object over here. So the decoration will be like this. Okay, for example, I would like to call, for example, like speak. So the class is for speak, right? So the output will be like hello world, something like that. Hello world over here. Okay, so the decoration pattern is like this. So whenever, like, if we have another layer, this is called the decoration pattern. This is the type of like this. Every single time like you want to call out the value, right, you will go through here. You will go through the decorator, then you will go to the objective, then the objective will go through the decorator first. I mean the another object, not another object, is like the decorator object, and it will go through from here. We will still come out with the same output. Yeah, this is the decorator pattern example. Okay, for my third topic is about factory method pattern. The factory method pattern defines an interface for creating an objective, but lets subclasses decide which class to instantiate. Factory method lets a class defer instantiation to a subclasses. So for the example I will give here will be this will be the superclass. I will define this as animal. Okay, animal inside have the dog, cats, and cows. Okay, for the factory method, it's like this. Okay, here got a method, here also got a method, and here also got a method. Okay, for the random factory, it will, like, how to say, the cow will always, I mean the dog, right, will always have 1 0 0, like something like that. Okay, For the random factory, it will like randomly increase to 2, 0, 1, or 3, 0, 2, or 4, 1, 3, something like that. It will like randomly generate the value in the animal. Yeah, okay. So for the balanced factory will be like this. For example, the dog over here, cow, I mean cat and cow. So for balancing, right, once the value have insert over here, it will be 0, 0, right? Then for the next data come in, it won't be increase here. It will not increase here. It will increase either two here. It will be here or either this one. So the next one will be if the two value already here, right? At the last part it will be like this. Okay? Last part. This is called balancing factor and this is called the random factory. And this is the example that I given for the factory method pattern. Okay. Uh the applicable just now I made clear this will be the dog, cats and cow. So I hope you guys confused over there. Okay, so let's move on for the my last topic for my article is the abstract factory pattern. The abstract factory pattern provide an interface for creating familiars of relative or dependent object without specific their concrete classes. Okay, so let's go to my explanation. It's easy. So it's easy, not easy lah. It's quite complicated. So over here we have the factor over here, right? And name product over here, product A and B. This here also have the the method over here, have a method over here. So what I want to say is like interface for creating familiar or relative or dependent object without specific their concrete classes, right? It's like this. So here already got the concrete factor already, right? You will take the take the method over here, right? The method here is this is the method is called product A over here, right? Once like you take the value from here, okay, it's from here, something like that. It's from here. So like they can multiply it, okay? I don't know how to explain that, but it's something like that. This is the how to say this is the abstract factory pattern. It's time to complicate, but I try my best to explain. So this one is a concrete because have the multiplier here, and here also it's the same. It's the same thing lah. So like how to say, is depend object without specific their concrete classes. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now I would like to move on to my slide. Okay. Oh, so my final slide will be conclusion. For the conclusion, we must identify the aspect of our application that vary and separate them from what stay the same. So take the part that vary and encapsulate them so that the later you can alter or extend the part that vary without affecting those that don't. Inform the basic for almost every design pattern. So lastly will be creating system using composition give you a lot of flexibility and also let us change behavior at the running time as long as the object you are opposing with implement the correct behavior interface. Okay. So I want to summary up for the article that I have read. So this is have a lot of design pattern that we can learn from it, and yeah, that is all for my presentation. I hope you guys understand. If you don't understand, you can find me or try to Google it. and I'm very sorry for my bad how to say my bad grammar and my bad pronunciation and all the stuff. But yeah, that's all for my presentation. Thank you to Madam Juliana and all my fellow friends that have how to say that have listened to my or see my presentation. Thank you.